Okay, these are the new set points for the north greenhouse. I turned it down a little bit so we could keep things going. So during the day, it's set to turn on the heat at 62 and cool at 75. At night, it's set to turn the heat on at 60 and cool if we get above 70, which rarely happens at night. This is the north greenhouse on Friday, April 24th. And you can see we have some coleus on bench 1, our begonias, hanging type begonias, are doing nicely. We also have 2 different colored sage and some rosemary. Our petunias, we did the little experiment last week, exactly a week ago, where we cut down some of the sizes. You can tell how leggy they're getting. That's not great when they're being sold in a flat. So I did a little bit of a experiment, and you can kind of see it here. Right here is a fully cut down flat. You can tell it's already recovering in just 1 week. The next one up and the next one after that were actually cut pretty tall, just taking off the very tip of the new growth with the flowers. And then the final one was left alone. And you can kind of see super floppy, open areas. This is where we tend to see botrytis show up. So I might go ahead and cut the others as well. I did that on one cultivar over there, and you can kind of see it in the bigger picture over here. That one wasn't cut down. The next one was cut down, just pretty much removing the flowers. And the last one over here in the pink petunias was not cut down. And again, flopping open, looking kind of unhappy. That's not what we want to see. Here I'll try to show a couple of the baskets. Here is a nice mix with pennisetum and a tricolor of the sweet potato vine and the red petunia. Here's another one, but this time the combo includes a dark sweet potato vine. Over here, I think this is Brianna's sweet potato vine, begonia, and a little tiny getting overwhelmed little creature over there. I'm forgetting all the names when I'm just talking with the video. Okay, this looks like it is Maggie's, and kind of a nice combo of a petunia, a sun coleus, and the really doing great sweet potato vine. Over here are some of the general monopot type. They're doing just fine. Everything's doing great over there. I'll show you a couple more of the mixed pots so you can try to find yours. Here's a coleus and a dark sweet potato vine. Here is Nick's purple petunia with, again, that little spiky plant that's not doing super fast, not doing super growing quickly. Here is Josh's herb mix. This one is really gorgeous. I apologize, it doesn't look like it now. It doesn't look like it mostly because I just watered it pretty hard. Okay, here's Twins mix, sweet potato vine, that really beautiful scented begonia, and a tricolor sweet potato vine. Over there is a mix of the house plants. I think that's Lindsay's. I really like that one too. Lots of color and interest. I like them all. I just think some of them are really just so creative. So you guys are doing great. Okay, there's a geranium and sweet potato vine and another sweet potato vine combo over there. I think I mentioned a couple times how this particular sage, this is a blue sage that's being grown for MATC campus downtown primarily, how it gets very wilty, but it certainly just pops right back if you water it. I also mentioned last time a little bit about the dahlia, how that one gets a little wilty. It's doing fine too. It just is getting to a stage where it's putting on so many flowers and putting a lot of energy into new growth that it's going really fast. So it needs a lot more water. I did do a snap count on these, so I basically cut 5 flowers that were about that stage or further, meaning they had a lot of open pollen showing. Again, here you can see another one with a lot of open pollen. That's really attractive to thrips. So I double checked our card. Over here, this was the card that was set for 17. I did a full count on that, and then I am resetting a card on both sides. Again, I count both sides on these just because it's easier to do a full count. And here's what I recorded for the card that was up 1 week on the dahlia, and that says S4 for, oh, it should be N4 for North Bench 4. 0 whiteflies, 60 fungus gnats, 2 shoreflies, 0 aphids, and 2 thrips. Now, the really good news is the thrip count. So again, that's what it looked like when you get that kind of count. It's for both sides. Fungus gnat, I never worry about that much. I'm happy that the thrips count is as low as it is. So we'll just keep an eye on that, and I'll let you know again what we see on some of our scouting. Okay, again, nothing too much to see other than I just wanted to show you the counts on that. Our geranium seedlings, remember we started these from seeds, are looking really good. I expect that we'll start to see some flower development on them pretty soon, within the next 2 or 3 weeks. All right, and again, just to kind of show a couple crop projects, there's the hops, continues to grow but definitely needs some staking. And then over there are some of the natives back in the corner where it's bright, cool, and then some of these long-term annuals in flats.